Do you ever have a reoccurring night? Well, it's not a nightmare, it's a dream that you, for 15 years, stood up for everybody to live the Lord's Prayer so we could live Lord Priest, but they kept turning it down because they wanted popularity contest over money from people that engage in brothel ownership warfare. That'd be miserable. Yeah, that'd be a horrible nightmare to have. Yeah. Sitting there for 15 years, waking up every day saying, let's live the Lord's Prayer. No, we want to vote for popularity contest for brothel owners and get money from brothel owners to pay them to live here. Could you imagine that? That would be pretty sick, man. If you did that and it happened for 15 years and everybody act like it wasn't happening. Yeah. And then you walked around and everybody told you were crazy. You imagine that? Wow. And everybody walked up to crazy people and told them they were great and they wanted their children to grow up to be like those great crazy people. That would be horrible. Yeah, it would. Imagine living in a world like that. That would be terrible. Whew. One day we'll all learn from a Carole King or Burt Bacharach song or Paul Simon song and get up and live right now because they don't mention living the Lord's Prayer. Yeah. Um, Look at the Lord of the Rings or Harry Potter. Okay. Where does Harry Potter ever offer Lord Voldemort the option of living the Lord's Prayer? Where do either one of them talk about it? And in the Lord of the Rings, where do they talk to Sauron about living the Lord's Prayer? And the Lord of the Rings is rich people trying to interpret their perception of the Gospels, but not once is the Lord's Prayer mentioned. Okay. Living the Lord's Prayer, or like living Proverbs. No, they're just fighting. And if you win this battle, it'll save all mankind. Yeah, that's what they say all the time. It's like we're still voting for Truman and Eisenhower and shit. It's like, what? But if we have scientists now that are supposed to be brilliant, and we're supposed to be able to understand the linguistics, the physics of linguistics, and physical application to save people from genocide by using bad thoughts and language. So, um, why aren't we talking about living the Lord's Prayer? You know, why aren't all famous and successful people talking about that? And then, it'd be the nice thing about it is they wouldn't be famous or successful anymore. Because when you look at it, if you go read documentation for religion, it's a sin to want to be successful. It's missing the mark. If you want to be successful, it means you're willing to engage in conflict over what is provided by the essence of life for us to live. So it's like fighting for the water the babies need to live, fighting for the food the babies need to live, fighting for the places where people need shelter and need to live, and shoving them down in the river bottoms so they can be washed away because they can't compete. Right? So if you fundamentally look at the fundamental principles and building blocks and core of religion, it's a sin to want to be successful, right? To want to fight over what you want and destroy what everybody needs, right? So why aren't people standing up for us to all live the Lord's Prayer? Why do we have to live in a world where people will accept a popularity contest of money over a criminal per politician and a criminal who was a real estate tycoon and now wants to still remain a real estate tycoon, but also stretch out his uh, soiree into the career politician zone? We can trust him because he was a criminal through being a real estate tycoon before he started being a criminal through being a career politician. Joe Biden's been a career politician his whole life. We can't trust him, right? That's if you're watching TV and you're like sitting there watching, and these people going, I'm going to vote for him. I'm going to vote for him. And that one's going to let me keep my guns so I can kill people that come try to steal my stuff. And that one is going to make more police officers come and shoot the people that try to steal my stuff. I want to shoot them myself. That's pretty much the argument. And that one wants to stop people from killing their babies with drugs and abortions, and that one doesn't. Okay, so that one, you guys want the babies to grow up to be somebody that will kill people with a gun over stuff, and those people say, let's kill the baby before it grows up to be one of them. And you're all saviors, right? You all act like Jesus Christ, and you all want to live the Lord's Prayer yesterday, right? Have you ever watched TV? Okay. I watch TV quite a bit. I have to find out what I'm dealing with, because I have this bad dream for 15 years that I stood up for the Lord's Prayer and everybody said no. And it was on a public forum where billionaires control the public forum and who watches it and who agrees to it. And they said they'd rather vote in popularity contest over brothel overs to tell us what to do with money. So it's a pretty bad dream. One of these days, I hope it goes away. But you wake up and it's like you go to bed tired. You go to bed exhausted. You wake up tired. You go to bed tired. You wake up exhausted. You go to bed exhausted. You wake up tired. It's exhausting. It's exhausting. Trying to clean up hell all by yourself because everybody else says there is no way to clean up hell. It'll never change. I believe in a magic God in my head that doesn't need money after I'm dead in the clouds. And then the other people, that's just crazy. Once we kill all the people like you, we'll have world peace. It's like, really? The people that hope they can live peace of the Lord's Prayer in the clouds are crazy. And the people that want to kill all those people are well, you're going to still use money to kill people down here, right? So that's where are we we don't have heaven. Well, if you understand rabbinic religion, there is no Valhalla Romanistic heaven in the clouds. Okay. Heaven is living a life among people that have faith in infinite glory. Okay. Hell is being denied your faith and being tortured for being a faithful person. That's heaven and hell in rabbinic religion. So the Catholic Church is not a rabbinic religious group of people. The Methodists aren't, the Protestants aren't, none of them. Because they don't teach, first of all, they don't teach the word God properly because it's in Genesis. There's no God but God. God is begotten, nor is God begotten. God always is, always has, but it always will be. Which means God is an omnipotent essence of all existence. So none of the pharaohs and the Caesars and the great gods of this is the God, and it's proven through the whole New Testament. Nebuchadnezzar, I'm a God. You're not a God. I'll prove it to you. Caesar, I can be elected a God. No, you can't. Just because of a drunken idiot's voted in a popularity contest to make a brothel owner the head of the money doesn't mean you're a God. And doesn't mean that your rules of engagement for genocide are laws like photosynthesis and gravity. That's explained in the Quran of the communication between Abram and the king. Okay. God provides photosynthesis. God provides gravity. God provides the essence of the ocean. You're not God, asshole. Okay. You may think you're God, but you're just an asshole. That's what it says. But I modern update the linguistics so people in trailer parks can go, I think this guy's pretty smart. I would like to learn Islam from him. Okay. Islam means living the peace of Lord Jesus Christ eternally. Okay. And there are no Christian nations in the world. Okay. And there are no Muslim nations in the world. You can call yourself gravity. It doesn't make you gravity. Okay. In order to reflect the truth of gravity, you have to reflect the faith of understanding that gravity is a law. Okay. Doesn't matter what Justice Thomas says, Justice Roberts, Justice Sotomayor, Justice Ginsburg, all the justices, and what's the other guy's name? Thurgood Marshall. They can jump up and down, hold their breath till they pass out. They haven't created a law in their entire life. Just because you signed a piece of paper and called a law doesn't make it gravity or photosynthesis, right? Okay, so you got to understand when you're dealing with someone that comes from a spirit that's eternally more intelligent than you, okay, your technology eventually will be more intelligent than you. Okay, do you understand? Not insects. I love you. Okay, peace out.